What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of HiFi Mafia. I am joined once again by the other members of the Mafia. We have Giles McCoy from Giles McCoy, Howard Neller of The Listening Chair, and Daniel Barbour of Bass Therapy. Today, we are less than 1 week now away from the Chicago Audio Expo, Expona, as you may know it, and I'm really excited to attend that. And I think we're going to talk about what rooms we're looking forward to, what components we're looking forward to, the announcements leading up to the show now that have been made, and things of that nature. So, guys.
Yeah, I got one or two kind of pre-show pieces of news to share of what happened this past week. But I'll just mention that we're at 69,000 this week at Bitcoin, and we'll see where we go next week. So just had to bring that in there. So
200K, baby. Come on.
Okay. You want to hear what we got? So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. So two things caught my attention this week that happened. One was the continuing saga at Massimo, Massimo or Massimo, however you pronounce it. It's getting real nasty with a takeover attempt. An activist is trying to take over the board. The HiFi Consumer Products Division was spun off. And then this past week, something was very surprising happened. Joel Sisoma, who was the president of the performance division of the consumer products. So he, dealt with all the brands for, he was very involved with like Polk and Bose and Marantz and Denon. He left after many years at the company. He was very, very well regarded. And that was a huge surprise for people. I had interviewed him at the, one of the Macintosh events, wherever it was no, I don't remember. Some event last year. It's on our channel. For the Listening Chair, I did interview Joel, and he has left the company, and it's been a little strange to try to get kind of the straight talk on what happened exactly there, but he's out. So that's the first piece of news that I thought was interesting. It was a really big surprise. The second thing was that, which I don't really understand, maybe you guys can help me with this. Apparently, I got something on Facebook saying that Air has been bought by a company called Nipper Audio Club.
Air Audio?
Air, A-Y-R-E, the company.
Yeah, the company in Colorado, right?
Yep. They were bought by a company called Nipper Audio Club. So I'd never heard of Nipper Audio Club. It was very strange to me. So I went and I started Googling, and what I found was a website. Maybe I should present this. Let me see. Let's see if we can do this.
And you said Nipper, N-I-P-P-E-R?
Yeah. So share screen, and I'm on Windows, and it won't let me share from my Chrome. But anyway, so there's a website for Nipper Audio Club, and it basically this blew my mind. I wish I could show you these guys. It says basically our brands, and Nipper is an Italian company, and it says our brands are DCS, Magico, Dan Agostino, Krell, Ordiz, Ludic, Transparent, Weiss, Meze, Gold Note, Project, which I don't.
They have to be a distributor because Sony owns Aussie.
Yeah, and Project is distributed by Fine Sound, so I'm not quite sure. We got to look into this. But let me send you guys this here right now.
Yeah, I'm not getting auto translate on their Italian website.
I did it. Mine worked. But it says they own these brands. I'm on Fine Sounds, and they say they distribute Project and just the other ones. Anyway, so I think that's something we need to do a little bit. I need to do a little bit more research on, and maybe come back the week after the show and give a kind of little report on what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm curious if they're just an Italian distributor or dealer.
Maybe they're a distributor.
Sounds like dealer to me, but just from the name. But it might just be a weird English translation issue.
Well, I got something from Facebook. I saved it on my phone, and it says, "We are now pronounced." Oh, you know what? We are proud to announce that Acoustic is now part of the selected brands of Nipper Audio Club. Soon we'll talk in depth, not only because we're excited and how we integrate everything. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe Nipper is a dealer. So I'll check into that, and we'll find out.
Yeah, it sounds like more like just a dealer now. I don't think it's a takeover.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of brands. I don't think this Nipper Audio Club owns all those brands.
So, no, for sure not. for sure not.
All right.
Sci-Fi
So
is with us, and he says that he's getting a little bit of glitchy audio from everybody. So it sounds like there's some internet connectivity issues out in the world. You guys sound really good to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone sounds good to me. Yeah.
Quick. By the way, for my followers on Instagram, go to YouTube if you want us to respond to your comments, because it doesn't show up on our comments here. So go to YouTube at HiFi Mafia, and if you want to comment, talk to us, go over there and comment, and we'll answer it. So there you go.
all right. So you guys all set for Expona?
Yeah,
I hope so.
already got gimbal charged.
I'm not ready.
Extra batteries, microphones. Gonna be fun.
I'm very excited to see what Daniel's packing, because he told me he's bringing a ton of stuff. He's got no room for clothes. He's only got room for microphones and other things.
You know, our guy Florian, I will find this picture for next week. Our guy Florian is doing high end for us this year in Munich, and I posted a photo that was very popular of him. This guy is serious about video, Giles, even more than you. I mean, he's a nut. And so his backpack for Munich last year went like 4 feet over his head. I mean, it was the funniest thing you ever saw. I mean, really like professional grade stuff. So that'll be something interesting. But anyway, so what were we saying about Expona was that now I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm not ready at all. This year is going to be different for me. I'm going to be working with Stark Sound quite a bit in their room, and I'm going to have a videographer there covering most of the room stuff for me, going around and filming and taking interviews and that kind of thing. So that's kind of a new.
Well, what are you doing? What are you doing there?
I'm just going to run the room.
Okay.
So I've never done it before and had an opportunity to do it. So I've just want to try and see what it's like to do that, because I've never been on anything except the consumer side and the media side. I've never been on the dealer side before, right? So this will give me an opportunity to kind of see what it's like to do all that stuff and set up room and break it down and go through all the challenges of that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to be very nice to understand things from that point of view. So, and I'm really excited because I'm a Stark Sound fanboy, and they're partnered with Eversolo for their room, and I'm a really big Eversolo fan too. So they'll be together presenting, the USA premiere of the P series speakers, along with the Fiera line and the SW line, and Eversolo is going to have their A8 and A6. So it's all going to be pretty cool.
So are you going to be covering the show for your channel, or?
Well, I have a videographer covering, filming everything.
Okay. Everything in the room or everything at the show?
Everything at the show.
Okay.
So walking around, hitting every floor, every room, doing the same stuff that I would be doing otherwise. And of course, I'll be floating around as well. I just won't have as much time as normal.
Were you guys, Dan and Ray, were you guys planning on hitting the Stark Sound room or no?
Yeah, we'll eventually hit that room. We've got a whole spreadsheet and list of all the rooms that we want to see. So, we've got it calculated down to a science where we really, unfortunately, only have about 7 to 8 minutes per room that we want to view. So it's going to be a very quick, listen to one song, take some pictures and video, and then we got to go to the next in order to actually hit everything. I know Daniel's doing some wheeling and dealing on the back end. I think there's where he's extending the ability to get more of our time for some cashola. So that's going on as well. But we're going to be very in and out of rooms pretty quick in order to, really attempt to cover everything as good as possible. Yeah,
that's why I kind of I'm not a big fan of Expona. I mean, I am, but I'm not. And it's too big. It's too much to cover. And it's just, you can't be in 3 places at once. I really like the New York show. It's 20 rooms, and you go into a room and you sit there for a half hour, whatever it is, and you listen.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a lot to take in, but at the same time, maybe it's just because it's so close to home for me, and it's the show that I go to every year. But I don't know. I love this weekend. I think it's the best weekend of the year. I look forward to it every year.
Oh, it's definitely one of the best shows. Definitely one of the best shows.
I love Expona, man, because for a content creator, Expona is the best place to be at, because if you go to a smaller show like the New York show or the home entertainment show, you run through the rooms on the first day, and then on the second and third day you only have the same rooms to go again, so it's already recorded. Is what am I gonna do?
No, and there's basically, if you're going to drop a new product in the United States, obviously the place to do it is at Munich. But if you're going to drop a new product, Expona is most likely where you're going to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
So as people will see, we've got a lot to go over as far as what is going to be dropping at Expona. And it is a great show. It is probably, the show as far as depth there. Everyone goes there, international, domestic. It's just, all I got to say is it's tiring. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it definitely is.
One thing we should consider, and since we are the HiFi Mafia, there are a lot of us. So, down the line, we can absolutely divide and conquer on this stuff, and pool the content, right? So that's one of the things, if brands are wanting a lot of coverage, this group is formed expressly for that. So, we can have a single input, and then we 4-way multiplex that out to all the different channels. So for any brands that are out there watching, that's the platform that we're currently building, a very wide distribution network for content for brands. You get all my stuff, all Howard stuff, all Dan's, all Ray's, and that totals up to
a lot.
I don't know, nearly 1 million viewers.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody putting out that kind of reach.
I mean, that's a big reach. I mean, I'm like
all in. I think Daniel on his own now is hitting like 2 million viewers. So
average.
Yeah.
Average.
I'm just thinking subscriber based kind of stuff. The one, and this is just me being nitpicky because a lot, the actual viewership numbers fluctuate so much. It's really hard. Some people come and say, I guarantee you that I'll get you XYZ. And it's really hard to say that. But what you can say is, these are the people that have pushed the button for us, at least, right?
Yeah.
So that's a for sure. And then you can kind of see what the range is. But yeah, I think in general, for the largest reach of any social media group or conglomerate as we are, we got to be sitting pretty much up toward the top of just pure numbers.
Yeah, we should talk. I mean, maybe this is not the place to do it here, but we should look into like expanding out what we're doing with the Mafia, once a week, and expanding that out into when you do something, Giles, it's going to go over my, and Daniel's and Ray's platform. You know what I mean? And just to expand out the reach.
Sure.
Yeah, post it all together, especially now that Instagram lets you tag 4 people. We can probably like share content throughout our 4 accounts.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be a great idea. And Instagram's probably a decent platform because they've got that specifically built in. But yeah, I mean, if anybody has any thoughts about that out there in the world, it's we're always open to thoughts and how to innovate to help spread the word. And ultimately, we're all big geeks about this stuff, and we love to talk about it. And that's why we're going to get deep into this whole Expona thing right now. We just love all the stuff, everything from the intrigue of the company back end stuff to the new products to what happens at the shows. We really dig into all of that, I think, in probably a way that you don't find as broad and deep a set of coverage for other groups. Anyway, so let's finish up the round robin on news, anything that wants to be mentioned, and then I've got a spreadsheet of the rooms at Expona that I can pull up, and then maybe we can just look at it floor by floor, and if anybody has a standout that they want to talk about, we can call that out. And if anybody has any questions out in the audience, they can call that out too. But first off, Mad Piranha is here with us. Siphonics is here with us. There's a bunch of people that haven't commented, and then we got a bunch of Facebook users. Hey fellas. And Jack has joined us as well, or Jarek, I'm sorry. Welcome, Jarek. And so, yeah. And then everybody out there, like Dan said before, if you're in Instagram land, and I'm streaming to mine, and I know Dan's streaming to his, your comments might get missed, particularly by me. I think maybe Dan is watching his a little bit closer, but make sure to come to YouTube and search for HiFi Mafia and subscribe and follow there, because then you can be a direct part of the family and join the conversation very directly. So, sure. Ray, any other news from you? Or sorry, Howard, anything else?
No, I just kind of like another thing we could do also is we could just kind of go through some of the press releases that we've gotten, about what companies have.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
So, when you say anything from me, as far as news, that's what I saw this week that was not Expona related.
Right on. What about you, Ray? Anything new that you wanted to call out?
No, I don't think so. I think all the press releases, all the Expona news is all kind of accumulating, whether it's a new product release, it's a product release that's kind of coincided and co-termed with the Expona. And, some of these are going to be Expona debuts, some of them aren't. But at this point, I think it's all Expona related.
I got a question. I think maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Maybe it is Expona. I don't know. Maybe it's Expona. I don't know. We really got to nail that down.
I think there's probably a certain like dialect difference there for sure.
Yeah, I've always said Expona, but not for any particular reason other than when I looked at the word, that's what it looked like to me.
That's just the way it was introduced it to me.
They have a YouTube channel. We should check that out.
It could be AXPONA.
Could be.
That's weird.
It could be Expona.
There's one guy on YouTube where or there's probably a few channels that are like this, that all they do is how to pronounce words, and they have all the fancy like a French and Italian words and things of that nature. So we could have just a short little 10-second video that's how to say Expona or Expana or Expana.
Yeah. Nice. John Williamson has joined, and he says it's too large, and the Southwest Audio Fest in Dallas was real good from his perspective. Camper is with us, and he says, HiFi Mafia, good day. How's our godfather Howard?
Things are good here. Getting ready for the show.
And John says, is that Pone?
Exponia.
Exponia. Exponia.
Sure,
I've not heard that one before. That's cool. Yeah. All right, Dan, what about you? Any news?
Just what the press sent us, but Cora is releasing a new finish on their bookshelves. So it's a purple rock, and it looks amazing. We're gonna have
purple rock.
Yeah, like there's
awesome.
like purple like see-through parts. It's like really cool, and we're probably gonna have videos on that soon. I'm super excited to see that. And apart from that, I think Audio Group Denmark is releasing a deck. They didn't send us that much information, but yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that too.
That's super cool. The amethyst, they're gonna have that's what it is. It's the amethyst rock for the Acoras. That's gonna be super cool.
Yeah,
that will be very cool.
Yeah, amethyst. All right, and then I don't have any additional news either. I think we're covered off on all of that. So I'm going to see if I can pull up this spreadsheet and we can quickly run through. And if anybody has questions as we're doing this, you're more than welcome to talk about it as well. All right, you guys continue on. As I figure this out.
Excited? Sorry.
First live streaming group chat for you guys.
All right. Is this? No, this is not it. That's not the one. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'll figure it out.
All right. Jarek asks, is this the first live stream group chat from us? So, you can see more videos. I think on YouTube specifically, it divides it out. So you won't see live streams under videos. You'll have to go to the actual live streams tab or live tab to see previous live streams. But those are going to be posted on the HiFi Mafia YouTube as well as our personal YouTubes as well.
Yep.
Perfect.
By the way, let us know what rooms are you guys interested in and excited for too. We would love to check that out as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, my boy went professional.
Yeah, this is a very detailed spreadsheet.
Right. Okay, so I think that's large enough to read for most folks, right?
I can see it pretty well.
That's good.
All right. Okay, good. Okay, so
are you giving this to your video guy, or is that what this is for?
Well, this is a great way to figure out where you want to go and what there is in each room and that kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah. So, and I can share this. If anybody wants this, feel free to let me know, and I'm happy to share it. This is from the 25th of March is the most updated version that I've got, but that's pretty close. I mean, we're here at the end. All right. So we've got the exhibitors in the first floor, which are the big rooms. So I think this is living in Ray's world. We've got Quintessence Audio to start. And I don't. We won't have enough time here to talk through every one, but Quintessence has 3 rooms on big rooms. Worldwide Wholesales has one. VAC, Valve Amplification Company's got one. Massimo Consumer, which is going to have a room, and then a couple of Saturday Audio Exchanges, and that's another Chicagoland area dealer, I believe, right?
Yes,
I think so.
Yes, they're a local Chicago dealer. And
then Synergistic is a manufacturer. So we got Quintessence dealer, Worldwide Wholesales, which might be a distributor.
Yeah.
Then VAC, which I guess is just VAC
company.
Massimo, which is this is
the only Massimo room at Expona besides their headphone booth.
Right on. Okay. And then Saturday Audio Exchange, and then Synergistic Research. So for me, most of these big rooms are going to be must-see locations because these are usually the places where they have the biggest dollar kind of rooms available. I guess competing with that to some degree might be like the top floor big rooms sometimes, but these are usually the big ones. In Quintessence, they're bringing it, right.
They always bring it. They bring it big, and there's gonna have some just great stuff this year. I'm hoping that one of these Wilson rooms, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be the smaller of the two, is going to be the Sasha V, because I have not heard that yet, and I'm looking forward to listening to that.
Didn't they have that last year?
They had the Alexia V.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping this will be the Sasha V.
All right.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, it could be in knowledge, could be in perfection. But it doesn't look like it'll be in connection though, because there's no Wilson there.
One thing that's interesting to me, I'm sorry, I see that in the VAC room they also have something from Lampizator, so that's kind of interesting. I've never really seen that before. So I don't know if they're gonna have the Horizon DAC or what it is, but typically they source from Esoteric or from a turntable. We'll see.
Yeah, and I think we can just do kind of floor by floor. And everybody can take a turn, calling out anything they want to. But, from my point of view, it looks like, the Saturday Audio Exchange room is probably going to be like the most cost accessible for people by far. NAD and Blue Sound and PSB, Limbrook, all that stuff, Pangea. That's all what I consider to be like normal people cost, normal enthusiast kind of stuff before you really get into like the super serious consumer. And then Massimo likely will have a lot of stuff that's accessible from a cost point of view to a very broad audience. Dan, anything from your point of view on first floor?
I'm just excited to see Ari Surratt. I want to hear their stuff on the worldwide wholesale. Yeah, I hope they bring their speakers or their amplifiers. I don't know.
Nice.
And most likely, from what it looks like.
What about you, Ray? Anything you want to call out?
I already call out the Sasha V. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's your one. What about you, Howard?
I just see it in the Saturday Audio Exchange. There's the Pangea Audio. We're shooting a video on Pangea in one of the rooms there. So I'm excited to kind of work with that a little bit because my experience with racks have been pretty much on the super high end. So I'm curious to see what Pangea can bring for almost no money. I mean, a couple $100 you can get yourself a rack. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've known Steve Nemi for a long time, and he's the head honcho over there at Pangea. He's a really good dude.
Yeah, we'll be seeing Steve.
He has great equipment that that either is direct Pangea or that they're importers and dealers for, and they're always value conscious, right? So there's quality and value there. So I can't say enough about them. And Jarek says the same thing. He loves Pangea stuff. And Siphonic says that Lampizator was at in the Florida system. And then welcome Joshua. Joshua says the Sasha V is so good. I'm down with that as well. All right, let's move on up and do
Joshua, who's now congratulations again for Josh, who's now at Dan D'Agostino.
Yeah. Oh, right on. That's Joshua, awesome. We all want to get a D'Agostino amp and pass it around and create some content. So feel free to.
No, we don't want to pass it around. We want 4 D'Agostino amps.
Yeah, 4 D'Agostinos.
We just want 4. But we would be more than happy.
A momentum one as well.
We'll take one on loan for a little while. We'd be more than happy to create that content for you. All right, or at least I would. I think I'm speaking for everybody else. They would love to have one for a little while.
100%.
All right, so second floor, just real quick before we get into each person's. These are also big rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is not the small hotel room kind of situation. These are actually large. And a couple of years ago, like my favorite speaker was in the Dine Audio room. They sounded so good. What was that, Ray? You remember the name?
That was the Confidence 60.
Yeah, it was sweet. But this is going to have a lot of good stuff here. I think maybe then round robbing it, we'll just go through these quick because these are all important. The first one, I don't know Joseph Audio.
Oh, we know. We love them.
Yeah, Joseph Audio is really good.
Stuff.
Really
Doshi Audio is really good stuff.
Absolutely.
I know JC Cora's got some new releases that are coming out, so I'm sure they're going to be in there. But lots of good stuff in there.
Okay, then we got Credo and Audio Shield distribution.
Yep. John McGurk from Audio Shield.
Yep. Convergent Audio Technology, Black Path Audio, Clarisys, Essential. All right, and then Luxman. I'm a big fan of Luxman.
Same here.
Who's that?
Really, I really like Luxman a lot. PS Audio.
I'm excited to see what they're bringing with the Luxman because last year was magical. So
they have it in their press release. They
have
have
a new server.
full room component.
They have a new server out and something else.
New server.
Yeah.
They're showing it's I think American debut for their amplifier monoblock, I believe. And then they're gonna have the Magico 2023 S3.
Oh, okay.
Sue is the manufacturer rep, right?
Yes.
For Luxman, the PR. She's the PR rep.
If you guys don't know Sue, she's awesome. She's really, really good at what she does. So if there are brands out there that need some manufacturer representation, look her up. If she's got bandwidth.
Sue Toscano. Yeah, she's the best.
Sue Toscano. PS Audio. I didn't see anything new from them.
They might have their FR10.
They
FR10, the entry level floor stander. Yeah, that looks exciting.
The smaller one. I think we saw the FSR.
We saw the F20 last year.
20s, yeah.
Ray has a
MoFi
unbelievable memory. Ray, Ray
remembers
everything.
He does.
It's really just crazy.
MoFi, MoFi is gonna have so much stuff.
Is MoFi?
Yeah, we have to visit MoFi, man, because we missed it last year.
MoFi's in the bigger room. They'll probably be showing something from. They're gonna show something from Piega.
All right.
They're gonna show
have
something
Andrew
from
Jones
Piega.
speakers there.
Piega, it's going to be
have a lot
Piega, Bat. I mean, they've got so many, representations, but I'm guessing for the larger room here, it's going to be Piega and Bat.
I hope they bring Batman.
So they'll probably have who will be there?
Probably Lenny.
Lenny will probably be there. And then
John Durda will probably be there.
John's a good guy. Lenny's a really good guy. Both great folks.
I love.
All right, Schaumburg C. We got Rutherford and MA Recordings.
That's going to be Rockport, and I'm forgetting the amp company that they represent. It's really big. Their amps are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's the model numbers, but I can't remember the name of the company.
Right on. This is going to be a favorite of mine. Estalon and Vitus or Vitus, however you say it.
Yeah, this will be really good. Definitely check out the HiFi Mafia live stream with Estalon that we did a couple weeks ago, and they're going to have their Forza in the brand new purple. It's a fancier name than that, but it's a purple finish, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see that in person.
Yeah, like you guys were saying, it's gonna, like Ray was saying, it's under the live tab under the HiFi Mafia's YouTube channel. You can see our Estalon stream with the designer and his two daughters. So it was a good stream.
All right, Griffin Audio Design. So Griffin will be in Schaumburg E.
I believe this will be their static display, just like they've done in the past. They are going to have a room with playing speakers, though. So I'm looking forward to the Griffin. I'm really looking forward to that Griffin room, but I think this is just going to be a static display.
I heard they're bringing the smaller ones, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to them at depth about this, and it's an interesting approach that they take. They're basically saying, look, we're selling luxury products, and our stuff really performs, which I happen to agree with. I think Griffin is one of the top brands performance-wise out there. It's so analog sounding. It's just incredible. But they're basically saying, you got to come to us. You got to go to a dealer. You got to, sip a glass of wine and we can show you our speaker in the right surroundings. We can't do it justice in a hotel room, which is a different approach. So that's why they have the static display.
Right on.
Yeah.
They had a full display at the show though. They brought like their big speakers, their big amplifier, and it sounded amazing.
I think they're bringing the EOS 5, which is their largest floor stander in the EOS line. So I'm looking forward to that because I haven't heard anything from the EOS line.
All right. This next room I really like because I like these Stenheim speakers.
Yep.
So the Nordos cable, Stenheim, VTL, DCS, and VPI.
Be real good.
That'll be those are great speakers.
All right. On Facebook user says fist bump.
When you fist.
Fist bump. Or something. TNA.
Yep, T plus A. This will be good.
TNA, come on, TNA.
They've got the
new though. Oh,
they do. They have the new line from their. I can't remember. It's not the Solitaire series. It's the one.
Come on, Ray. You can't remember this.
I know.
Yeah,
I know the model number. It's the S340, but I can't remember the series.
That's crazy.
But that's brand new. They'll probably have that.
T plus A was one of those brands that like. There's so many great brands out there, and I've never really gotten that gear in my room, and it's so good. It sounds so great. It's overbuilt. A lot of their components have 2 power cords. I mean, it's just their products are monster products, and
that's how we like them.
Every time I go there, I talk to the folks there, and we say we're going to do something, but just life takes over, and we never get a chance. But it's definitely a room to see.
Yeah. Okay. Arlic, ESD Acoustic, Hangzhou Company Limited.
This one was interesting to me. I've never heard of ESD, but I looked them up, and they got the gigantic horn speakers like you see at like the Asian shows. So I'm actually very curious to hear this room because I don't. Besides like Avant-Garde, you typically don't see those huge horns at Expona. Yeah,
I'm hoping at the end of the month in Malaysia, I'll see some of this weird, crazy Asian gear that doesn't make it over here. But that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
In Serenity, we got Next Level Hi-Fi, Audio Group Denmark, which is Borson, all those guys, which is going to be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. This will be so good. This is going to be their flagship room because they've got like 4 or 5 rooms at the show, but this is going to be their big room. I'm hoping they're going to bring the M6s.
Yeah. M3s were amazing though. It was like literally the best speaker I've ever heard in my life. So M6 is probably going to step that up. I'm excited.
A little hint about this stuff. So they have these little, I forget what they call them, but these little, I think we spoke at them before, but they have these little discs that you put on top of components and on top of speakers, and they're super they're pricey, man. They go from like $1,500 to the vibration control type of things. I think the top of the line one's around $4,000 or something like that. But oh my gosh, do those things work? It's just ridiculous. They shouldn't work. The little discs you put on top of the component, it's like you've upgraded your component.
Yeah, that probably is deserving of a whole episode in and of itself. Talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, we got Dolly next. And are they going to have their big daddies?
They've had that. They had that at the last show. I want to say they've had that for 2 shows now.
They just like had them out in the lobby.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be there again this year, or
no? I don't know what I don't know what studio means. I'm not 100% sure there, but I'm hoping they're going to bring the Epicor 11. I want to see the step down model from their Dali Core, the big 100,000 plus ones. I want to see the step down, which goes quite a step down because I think those are in the $40,000 range.
Nice. All right, and then Legacy going to be in Utopia A.
Yeah, they'll have a ton of stuff as usual. They're showing something new, so I'm curious to see what's going to be new.
All right, and then we got Focal Name North America, and they'll have headphones, speakers. They'll have a multi-channel system, more than likely, home theater. So the whole ball of wax. I really like the Focal room.
The statement thing again, or no?
Yeah, they'll definitely have the name statement. From what I've seen, it seems like they've been bringing the Scala as well as the Grand Utopia around. So I'm guessing it's going to be the Grand Utopia for Expona this year. But they are saying that there's going to be something new here as well. So I'm curious to see what Focal is going to announce and debut at Expona.
Yeah, they're reworking all of their lines. It seems like they're slowly going through everything.
Yeah.
All right, we got Win Audio and Utopia C.
Yeah, Win Audio will have they'll have a ton of stuff. They have the Vinberg speakers typically.
Oh, those are good.
Yep.
That's a big
all
room.
the rooms are going to be amazing.
Huge.
And Dine Audio and Utopia D.
Well, all the rooms are not going to be amazing. Some of the rooms are going to be decidedly mediocre sounding. That's just the nature of the beast. But I would never judge by, gear, by the way. I could name a couple of rooms that maybe, I don't know if I'm going to or not, but I know the gear in there is excellent. And if I got it home, I'd be able to make it sound great. But at the hotel room at the show, just not working.
Well, what I really meant is for these larger rooms, those typically sound pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they always bring like high end, top of their line speakers. So if it sounds bad, it's just like, what are you doing wrong?
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, these ballrooms, these large spaces, I mean, how much do they cost? Like $50,000 for the show, $100,000 for the show to rent the room. Yeah. It's a lot. They are investing a lot of money to make this stuff available for people. And that's why these shows are so awesome. You get to see all the stuff all in one place, man.
Yeah. Dine Audio's got something new coming out too. So that's really curious what they're going to show.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was I was going to say, maybe are they bringing the 60s again? I don't know. Hope
they're supposed to show something new. So we'll see.
All right.
Right on. So we're not going to be able to talk through every room here. So, take a look at these floors, and if there's anything that stands out to you that you want to call out, we can call those out. I like the MoFi stuff. I don't know anything about their balanced audio technology though. I don't know what that is. BAT.
Yeah.
That's
the tube amps. They're really good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nope. You just rang the bell for me. And Magnapan.
Oh, we're skipping down. Last time we got held hostage for like 30 minutes. I was like, no, I need to get out.
I
don't see Tiger Fox though.
I was talking to one of the guys from Magnapan last year. I can't remember who it was, but he had me convinced that, I wish I could remember, there are certain models of Magnapan that you can buy used. They're not expensive, to begin with. You can buy used for like $300-400, and they're just unbelievable speakers.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's something I want to do one day.
Totem's got a new, very affordable bookshelf that they're coming out with, or going to have at the show. So I want to hear that.
Nice. I like the Tecton stuff. At least I think it looks cool and it sounds pretty good.
Did they have Tecton last year? I don't think so.
I can't remember. I don't think so. I probably would remember if I did see it.
I'm excited to hear it. They're local to me, so.
I'm looking forward. I would actually want to check out the Steinway room because to me, it's like, I don't know. It's like, is it a luxury brand that really focuses on luxury, or is it a brand that really focuses on sound quality? Obviously, they're going to say both, but I'm just curious to see if they actually can, if they bring the goods, because I'm not that familiar with, the sound there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Sci-Phonics says Tecton is only bringing subs. That's unfortunate.
That sucks. I wanted to hear their speakers.
Yeah, I would rather hear their full deals.
Yeah.
All right, fourth floor. What we got here? I always like the AirTie stuff.
Yep. Infigo as well. They're great friends of Giles. But
the Infigo. Yeah, Alta Audio. This room is a must-see room for me.
The Infigo amps are just incredible.
Yeah, must-see room for me.
Really, we'll be making a video there about the Alta speakers, so that'll be good.
Nice.
Yep. And then
Zesto's supposed to be showing something new. YG Acoustics is always good.
Yep.
But there's another YG room I'm more excited for. So
hoping to use YG's speakers in my new listening room. I have a pair here, but I'm hoping to get the new flagship speakers in from YG for the room.
Yeah. I
don't think that's the one with Vinny Rossi.
That's not the one with Vinny Rossi. No.
All right.
No.
I want the one with Vinny, bro.
That's what
Vinny has his new Brahma series.
Yeah, Brahma 2 will be there.
So that'll be interesting.
For sure.
Vinny's I'm always very proud of Vinny. He's come a long way since his old modder days when he used to model the people's components. Come a long way.
All right, now we're on fifth floor, and You know, we're getting into some of the smaller players, like Orchard Audio is a pretty small player.
Dartcell is huge. I hope they have some.
I'm looking forward to the Dartcell because I've never heard a Dartcell component before, so I'm looking forward to seeing Dartcell.
Laufer Technik Products, German. It sounds like maybe.
Dartcell is Swiss. Is a Swiss company. Yeah,
great. And so this is going to be another Alta Audio. So 73 and 74. I'm not sure which room they're going to have the new Aphrodites in, but probably the other one on the fourth floor is going to have the Aphrodites. They're probably going to match those with the Infigo amp. Just a guess.
Yeah, you know, Laufer Technik is not a European company. It's a company based in Connecticut. They make the memory player, which is a server. And I know the guy. Laufer, his first name escapes me. But anyway, they make a pretty good server. So that's what that's about.
Yeah. My other call outs here, Dayton Audio, Parts Express. So if you want to build your own stuff, you know, and they also have finished things too, but a lot of parts. And then Shit Audio will be in 502.
I just got a wireless sublink from Parts Express, a Dayton wireless sublink. So I'm curious to hook that up and see how that works. I have one from JL Audio here. So the one from Dayton, the one from Parts Express is like a third of the price. So I want to see how they compare.
Let me know how that goes because I need a set of wireless extenders. I need actually two sets, one for a left and right in my living room, and then another one for the LFE channel. So I got to figure that out. So
let's talk about that offline, Giles, because I discovered something. I discovered something recently that these wireless systems are really, really super good for movies. I would not recommend them for music because you have a delay there that just doesn't, especially for a subwoofer. You can ameliorate that a little bit by moving your sub around the room to try to get the timing down, and it takes a little bit of work. But I would not go with a wireless sub. I think I'm going to wire up all my subs here. I mean, in my reference room, it's all wired, of course. But in my lifestyle rooms, I think I'm going to move away from the wireless links and go into a wired connection.
Yeah, the only way that I'll use wireless anything is if I have a processor that does time delay compensation, and it'll fix the phase on all that stuff.
Yeah,
but you're right. I mean, I agree that when you add even just a little bit of phase change, a little bit of latency in there, it really can impact that overall sound experience. I agree 100%. 100%.
By the way, the Mad Piranha said Shoot Audio, Dayton Audio, and Rotel are where my interests are. That's some good room.
The 542 you like, and the Parts Express?
Yeah. And the VP Electrodynamics.
What room number is that?
502 at the very top.
First one. Oh, there we go. Yep. First one. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've started calling out some of our favorites here as we go down and highlighting them just for my own memory. Okay. This one, sixth floor, the first thing I'm going to call out is I did not expect to see this.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I did not expect to see
you typically don't see that.
Yeah. So for me, this is a must see because they have their new subwoofer and all they do are subwoofers. And I want to see what they're doing. I want to see what they match it with.
Charles,
Triangle art is the most.
So Charles, is this a list that you put together of all the rooms, or is this a list of the rooms on each floor that you possibly want to see?
This is a list of all of the rooms from the information from AXPONA.
Okay. So it's not a complete list.
This is not the rooms that I want to see. This should be a holistic list of all the rooms on every floor. And as we go through this, I'm just highlighting the ones that we kind of like. And, it's going to kind of guide my first pass of stuff to take a look at. Because, there's no way. Not all this stuff's not getting covered, right?
Yeah.
So I got to pick and choose.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, absolutely. After the show, I'll send it out.
Yeah.
And if anybody that's watching the show wants it, I'm happy to send it out to them as well. You can drop a note in the comments on the HiFi Mafia YouTube channel.
Only a slight charge for postage and handling.
That's right. That's right. $200.
Damn.
There's a lot of good stuff on this floor. There's a lot of things that are brand new. Yeah. Siphonics called out the Lin products. They're showing off their powered and their passive versions of their 360 speaker. The Mako stuff has been making a big wave. Some of that's been, unfortunately, some very annoying marketing stuff, I have to say. But I'm very curious to actually hear that and make a determination if their annoying marketing is warranted or not.
Isn't it
Is Jamie Audio? Is this that Japanese speaker brand? Yeah,
well,
our Chinese are Japanese, right? We went in and there was like 2 people working there, and it's just like real quiet room.
I'm not too familiar with them.
Yeah, they're at the show playing it super low. But hey, they made it to Expona.
Yeah, that was good.
Martin Logan, Hagel.
I wonder who's going to be in the Arenda room, because I forget the guy's name who was there. He left. He just left the company. You know what I'm talking about? He was the guy who was setting up their rooms. He's gone. So I'm curious what happens with that.
I think Goldman. Goldman is something I'm really excited to see, because I don't think I've heard a Goldman system either. They were at Expona a long time ago. I don't think they've made a return for quite a few years. So very excited to see Goldman make a return to Expona.
You know what's weird? What's funny? I was my friend puts on luxury trade shows, so he has these shows where high-end diamond retailers and even high-end chocolatiers and Ferrari dealers and stuff. And actually, Goldman was at one of these things a couple of years ago.
Nice,
yeah. So
that's good.
All right, they've got the super expensive stuff.
Cars. They're buying high-end speakers.
They've got they got the stuff for sure.
Okay, this next floor is going to be one of my favorite floors for a number of reasons. Of course,
we might be skipping 708.
Yeah, you might have to. This is going to be we're going to be there right here. We've talked about this one. This will be Stark Sound.
This one's going to be mobbed. Stark Sound's going to be mobbed. You're not going to be able to get near it.
Yeah,
probably not. I mean, yeah.
Giles going to close it down.
I'm looking forward to those P7s. I want to hear what they sound like.
Definitely.
And then this one is interesting. Stereo Integrity is going to be there, right? So I guess Nick is coming. I don't know.
That should be interesting.
What else do we have?
Gershman's going to show off the Black Swan, I think. That should be really cool.
AGD is like amazing.
Yeah, AGD will be a good one.
AV Luxury Group.
Oh, this KMD Engineering cracked me up, because if you go to their website, when you go to their website, it asks you which they make 2 different products. It asks you what product do you want to view. Do you want to view their multi-$1,000 speakers, or do you want to view their mushroom growing machine? This like
me and Ray had a call about
it. Cracked me up. I had never seen that before, but it's seems like such worlds so far apart.
Where did we see that? Was that
KMD Engineering? So
was that Expona?
Yeah, they've been at Expona for the last few years, I believe. But they make a kind of interesting like multi-box speaker that's meant for orchestral music typically. That's like how that's how they advertise it. It's meant for people who really love like live orchestras and like classical music. But their website's just hilarious to me, just because when you go to it, it doesn't take you immediately to the speaker side. It asks you, are you here for speakers or are you here for mushrooms?
They're going to give you mushrooms and make you listen to the speakers, man.
So
it's going to make it
makes them all better.
It's just so funny.
Yeah. Yep. Quick shout out to Richard. He's actually a member on my YouTube channel, so I'm always happy to see members show up for these things. So thanks, Richard.
Also, Electro Company, Lasse Danielson from the company, I'm sure will be there, so that'll be good to see.
Which one? Nice. What room number is that?
Electro Company, 716.
Okay, there we go. I see it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nordost. Yeah.
Nordost cables. Do it.
Let's go. We love them.
All right, 11th floor. We're getting up to the top now.
You guys familiar with Theoretica?
No.
Nope.
I can't say I am.
You guys have to go.
Okay.
I was the first person to review the product to really give a detailed review of the product. It is I'm not going to get into technology, but it's something called the neural crosstalk cancellation, and it is far and beyond the best stereo reproduction, the best sound staging you will ever hear of any system. Not even close.
Oh, that's the thing we were looking at, right? That we were like, what the heck is this thing?
The guy who does it is Edgar Schwarre is a Princeton University. When you say about rocket scientists, he's actually a real rocket scientist. He's the chief scientist of Princeton. He's the head of rocket plasma propulsion at Princeton University. And cool. he's come up with something. It's, you know, a neural crosstalk cancellation has been done in the analog domain for many years by Carver and people like that. But Ambiophonics has done it. But Edgar has done it in a digital domain, and it is stunning. It really has to be heard.
Right. Yeah, I do remember seeing this when we were talking, Daniel.
What'd you think about it, Ray?
It looks like something out of this world. So it was a must see for me. We put it down as a must see.
It has a video camera in it, and it tracks your head. And so as it tracks your head, it digitally adjusts the sweet spot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. I hope RBH Sound has their double 21 subwoofer. That'd be cool. And then ELAC Techniques.
Yeah.
Kimber Cable. Dan has to go to Kimber Cable, or they'll flay his skin off.
Yeah.
We're gonna charge.
He's gonna make some hot content with them over there.
That's right.
I saw Leah's teaser where she was a shadow boxing.
She's gonna beat me up.
Yeah, she'll beat Daniel up.
And at 11:10, we did a video on them at the Florida show, and boy, that new server they got is sexy, man. It's a one-box streaming integrated amplifier and server. Has a huge touchscreen on the front. This touchscreen's like about this big, and it's just an awesome piece.
Nice.
All right, love Kimber Cables. Buy them. Use code-based RP10 for 10% off.
I'm making my Kimber Cable video today.
Oh, let's go.
If Kimber Cable sent me some stuff, I would totally make a video too. But right now, they don't exist in my world. Just saying. No, they have great stuff. Okay, 12th floor. Gishelli's got 3 rooms now.
Yeah.
And they're with Fidelity Imports, I think.
Yeah, this is the Fidelity Imports.
This is Woody's realm.
Yeah, this is the Fidelity Imports floor.
Yep.
We probably won't be at these for the show, but we're gonna go to their after party, so we'll check them all out in the after party time.
I doubt that I will do much on the 12th floor other than TAD. And then Woody's.
No, TAD, we're doing it in the morning, Giles.
Are you going to that, Giles?
Is that one of the things?
It's 8:30 on Friday, 8:30 a.m.
8:30 on Friday. You guys will have to remind me because I may not remember.
Okay.
I love TAD. I did a review of their bookshelf speakers not too long ago, and man, just amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna have a private listen. So
we got a few videos of them up on the channel at the listening chair.
Yeah, really good stuff.
But also, I just wanted to call attention to one of the companies up there that's not as big as TAD or Playback or the distributor or Dartzeal. You got Wells Audio, Jeff Wells. The guy's a real gentleman. He's real tall. Now he's 6 foot something and a huge guy, and he just makes the best stuff. And it's not high run stuff. It's low run. He doesn't make a lot of them, and he's in it just as much for just getting the best quality product he can as for the money. It's really a passion for him. And if you really want to sit down and spend some time, which I know you guys don't have because you have 7 or 8 minutes, but if you really want to sit down and just really listen to some nice music, that's the place to go.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with Wells on the headphone side, actually, and their headphone stuff is really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Siphonic says we're going to miss the other reveal on Friday in that time slot. And yeah, we know, but we made a commitment to TAD before that was announced. So
yeah. And we can go there.
I don't even know what that is in reference to.
Is that Audio Group Denmark?
Yeah, the new Audio Group Denmark product. The secret reveal.
Yes, I finally stopped spelling it out. People are gonna find us.
Yeah, well, the M8 speaker.
What is Harmonia?
I knew it.
Distributor. I don't know. I don't know what brands they represent, to be honest.
I was just kidding around. I was going to say there's an M8 by Audio Group Denmark that's like $1.5 million, but it's really nice.
The M6 is already over $1.5 million, or over $500,000. Okay, $500,000 and a half. Gotcha.
There you go.
All right. So here, the ones that just automatically hit my radar. I got to go to SVS. I can't not go see.
Super excited to hear the Evolution series there.
Paducah Home Theater. This is interesting. So he sells like B stock clip stuff, or maybe A stock too, but a lot of B stock. He was kind of mean to me one time.
So there goes Vinny Rossi.
Uh-oh.
You cannot miss Vinny Rossi.
Yeah, this is like my most excited for room, honestly, this year.
Same
is
here.
the Vinny Rossi YG Acoustics, the Reference 3 stuff and the Brahma 2 together. Beautiful.
Preach, brother.
Can I just say something before? Another one on the 12th is the Esoteric playback distribution. I'm going to be using all the top line Grandioso gear in my new room. I have it here already, and it's really, that stuff is just gorgeous and just sounds amazing. And the new line of the new versions they have of everything is just promises to be really amazing. So
yeah, and I'm doing this orange because this represents like woody brands. So I think these are all like woody associated brands now. Fidelity, yeah, and then there's also another Fidelity and playback room on 14.
They have a ton of room. That's insane.
We're going to be doing a video at SVS, so that'll be great.
Yep, there's Griffin too. Cannot miss Griffin.
Yeah, this is the actual Griffin room. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
I'm excited for Audio Note actually.
Yeah, Audio Note UK, that'll be really good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any of their stuff, but it's gotten a lot of hype.
You guys know the whole kind of history there, right? With Audio Note Japan, Audio Note UK.
Not entirely, actually.
It's complicated, but they had a big falling out, and Audio Group Japan is this small kind of artisan company, and the guy left, and he was a distributor or something, and he started Audio Note UK, and they're not affiliated, and there's a lot of bad blood. But I went into there one time. I went to the UK, and I'm sure the gear is good. Some of the prices are I just don't understand some of the prices. They're just over the top, but they're playing music at like 11 out of 10 at volume. And I understand their speakers are made to work in the corner, but he was playing like some like techno music, and it was just not working for me. I don't know. I hope I have a better experience this time. So,
all right. 15th floor. Of course I want to see Magico.
Yeah, Magico will have probably their S5 2024.
That'll be cool.
And
MBO.
YG.
Yeah, another
YG. Awesome. ACT.
1540.
We'll be making a video at ATC. That'll be great.
1540 is going to be Vivid.
Yep.
GTT Audio. Yeah, that's the distributor.
Yeah, and the
unfortunately no Moya M1. So
Moya no Moya, but still really good. Oh, this one is crazy for me. The 1530, the Zeloton. I think this was very recently announced because I didn't see it when me and Dan went through everything.
Yeah.
But Zeloton's another one of those brands where they're kind of like the four horsemen of like underground, like luxury hi-fi. They're one of those where you'd never see them anywhere, but they're definitely big and have a lot of presence in luxury. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Okay.
Wolf Audio Systems. We got Joe Pavi's server. Is an excellent server. That's something to see.
All right, here's your Shinyata that was that Siphonics was talking about. Shinyata will be in 1545
with Rockport and quite a few others.
Yep, and then
we are
in 16th.
Too much.
So the 16th floor is the top level floor, and they have some big ones like Alexander Room is big and the Astor Room is big.
Yep.
But
next level.
For me, these two are
a must
sees.
No, there's some more Vivid Audio and Mola Mola from GTT.
Oh, I'm excited for Mola Mola
on 1621.
Mola Mola is good.
I'm looking. I do want to see SPL because even though I don't have like a relationship with SPL, I am an SPL owner.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope they bring like hi-fi stuff, not like the professional side.
They will.
Ah, okay.
Yep. And at GTT Audio, you got Bill Parrish and Dick Diamond. Dick used to be at YG. He's now working with Bill at GTT actually, and their room always sounds great. So that'll be. And then you have the Kabula Sausna cables, which will be great. So that'll be a good room also.
Who is American Sound? They got two big rooms up here.
Yeah, they're a big
just a big, distributor, right?
Distributor, yeah.
Yeah.
forget who they distribute for.
Okay.
It's hard to remember distributors. They always change products.
Yeah, they do.
You know what's interesting? The extent to which we're seeing, companies share rooms with dealers and split the cost.
Oh, that's right. Siphonics is right. American Sound is actually a Canadian company. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's a little bit of
there's a certain irony.
If you want that American Sound in Canada, that's who you go through.
Yeah,
that may violate FTC regulations.
That's funny. Richard says, "Is Pro Audio Technology in your things to visit? Where was there a Pro Audio Technology room?"
Yes,
is that a brand or is it just some of the SPL stuff? I didn't see I
don't know. I'm not going to go back up though.
Pro.
So maybe
not mine.
No,
no,
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know if you're meaning like a company called Pro Audio Technology or just like Pro Audio style stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be, SPL and Benchmark, and SPL is bigger on the Pro Audio side, and I mean ATC and PMC, they're both big in the pro world as well, but they have their hi-fi oriented products that are very good.
So for the headphone thing, I don't know. I'm never excited about headphones. I'm not a headphone guy.
Yeah, Daniel doesn't like headphones. I don't know what it is.
I was never, and then I really have gotten into it. And I got a lot of headphones here now. And one of the things I missed at CanJam when I went there, I saw that I made a video for the $108,000
the Audio Technica.
Audio Technica, and that was a very interesting experience. It was for $108,000 you get the amplifier, it's a tube amp, and you get the headphones, and it sounded exactly nothing like I expected, but what I should have expected it to sound like. It was not like you're expecting to see have transparency and detail and unbelievable sound staging. It was none of that. It was an old school musical sound that was some of the best sound you're ever going to hear with headphones. But it didn't do any of the acrobatics that a lot of the other units do, less expensive units. It was totally musical, totally organic. But also, one thing I missed at that show at CanJam was Sennheiser had about like a $70,000 or something around that mark amplifier, and hopefully they'll bring that to Expona. I could check that out there. So.
Yeah, they had the Orpheus. I think it's the Orpheus. They had that at Expona a few years ago. It was really interesting. I mean, the coolest thing about that thing, in my opinion, is when you turn it on, the tubes kind of rise up from the amplifier out of the marble base, kind of like a Rolls-Royce Angel. Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I think probably one of the most needed to visit locations of anything at the entire show is going to be Renewal by Anderson. If you need new windows for your room, I think they're going to have like the soundproof windows. And
I was just going to say, like, I thought that was like a window place, So cool,
they need windows.
I will say that I am taking. I will say I am taking every window out of my listening room. So we're just covering them all up. We're just pulling them out and we're putting in drywall.
That's the best thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in the
I
Expo
love Kermit stuff. They have the best cleaners.
Yeah,
ever.
they have a lot of interesting. I mean, they got Johnny G Collectibles. I think that guy's it's like a toy shop or something like that. There's definitely some non-audio related things in the show hall.
DH Labs
panels.
they're gonna be there.
DH Labs. We all talk about expensive cables, but whenever anybody asks me to recommend a cable company that's not going to break the bank, I tell them
Kimber.
No, but Kimber can be expensive. Just like their DH Labs is very, very budget priced, and is good.
Yep. Larry has joined us, so welcome, Larry. Good to have you here with us. Then a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, here it is. This one actually is, and I'm not joking.
This is the one to see actually.
Yeah, we're making a video there also.
Yeah, Metaxas and Sens.
Yeah.
These are booths though, right? They're not rooms.
Yeah, they're booths on the expo hall.
So it's probably headphone amp, not the
it is amp with
nipples and stuff.
No, that is the headphone amp.
That has nipples?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're seeing down.
Okay.
So the thing about Metaxas is they're going to Costas, the founder and designer, is going to be there. So I'm actually having dinner. I'm having breakfast with him one of those days, and we're going to be doing an interview. So look for that.
Ask him. Why nipples?
So I've actually got an amp plate riser thing or whatever platform from Butcher Block Acoustics. I actually have a product from those guys. Like I said, the GIK stuff, and I had a record player for a while from Project.
I want to try to get a relationship with iSonic. They make a record cleaner that's supposed to be some pretty cool and slick stuff. So I do want to try to get a relationship with these guys.
Charles, if you get a good result with Stark, would you be open to like hosting other rooms like Renewal by Anderson next year or something like
that? That's tempting. It all depends if they're going to be paying, baby.
All right.
If Renewal's paying,
all about that.
But here's a good funny one, right? Speaker Snap. This episode brought to you by Speaker Snap. Speaker Snap for when you need your speakers done in a snap.
I got a few of those. Yep.
Yeah, no, they're just they're snap-on banana plugs. So you just take and strip your speaker wire and jam in the back of this thing and snap it closed.
They're always
okay. I thought they were like edibles for like specifically for like music lovers, or like I don't know, like hearing enhancing pills. When you held up that bottle, I was like,
well, they are edibles, but I mean, probably not going to taste too great.
Yeah,
that actually. It could be speaker SCHNAP snap with mushroom edition. Speaker
that's the next evolution for the audio industry. It will be hearing enhancing supplements and things of that nature.
Yeah, so you don't need to upgrade your XYZ. You don't need to add feet or cables or resonance isolators or power systems or whatever. Just eat it.
Hey guys,
your system is really good.
Here's a thought. I think we're a little bit too late for Expona or Expona, but we need HiFi Mafia shirts.
Yeah. Totally. That'd be fun.
The four of us are at the show. We'll be all over the place, man, and people will see the HiFi Mafia.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. All right, that brings us to the end of stuff. So that's
just audio
by location.
Crazy Laney.
And that's probably just a sample. I mean, there's so much stuff at the show.
There's so much.
Yeah. I should have marked these for the first few things, but I didn't go through and do that. But yeah. So I mean, if anybody needs this list, I'll send it out to our group for sure. So I'll get that to you after.
That'll be handy.
We're done here.
That'll be real handy.
Yeah. All right. So let's stop that.
Capital Sound said, "I'm going to connect our Clips Jubilees to a Rife machine." I don't know what that means, but
spell it. RIFE.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Same. I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
I know what Strife is.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm just so excited for Expona. I'm so excited.
So there's gonna be who's gonna have Jubilees there?
Capital Audio Sound.
Is that a room? I don't even remember anything in here called Capital.
Yeah, capitalsound.ca. He's a follower.
You know, talking about, if I can do a quick plug, talking about headphones, I've had these Apos Audio Caspians for a while, and these are the kind of headphones that you could wear all day. They're a little bit rolled off on top, just a very slight roll off, so they're not that fatiguing and super comfortable. There's actually like Sherpa cotton in here or something. So anyway, just wanted to say I've been really enjoying these. They're really, really good headphones. So
awesome. Yeah. Very nice. All right, folks, we're past our time. So let's go ahead and let's do a round robin and close this bad boy up, and we'll be done. So Ray, I'm gonna hand this back over to you for our closing session.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate. I hope we see all of you at Expona. If you see us at Expona, definitely stop by, say hi, introduce yourself. We'll be around. You'll see us walking around doing all sorts of stuff. I myself I solidified it. I'm going to be doing HiFi. That's what I'm calling it. HiFi, where if you can guess the component, you can earn cold, hard cash. So come play HiFi with me. Come find me.
I'll play.
Get Ray bankrupt.
Yeah. I have a budget. I can only lose $100. So, that's my limit. And I set the rules. So, it might be a little rigged, but it's good content. It's good content. Siphonics can participate. He's actually probably he's definitely probably my most likely person I'll lose an actual like a $20 note to. But yeah, we will all be at Expona. So thank you again for watching. This is the Expona preview from the HiFi Mafia. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all that good stuff for the HiFi Mafia, as well as our individual channels. Again, I am the HiFi Turtle. We have Howard Neller from The Listening Chair, Daniel Barbour of Bass Therapy, and Giles McCoy of Giles McCoy.
So guys, we're off next Sunday, right? So
yes.
Yeah, we won't
be here next Sunday
live
on this, but we will be at Expona.
So you're going to have a lot of content to watch.
I think I have to talk to Giles, but I think we may be live streaming the presentation that I'm going to be giving with several other individuals on my room, on the listening room. So Giles, we can work that out. Everybody be able to live stream it from our Facebook group or on the Listening Show YouTube channel.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Take care, buddy. See you next time.
Everybody.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Peace out.